everybody. This is Ginger, and this is Ginger's Chat Show, and it's Friday, November 3rd, 2023. I hope all is well. For today, I'm surprisingly feeling okay. I got my RSV shot yesterday, and I didn't think I was going to do my chat today, but I'm doing my chat today. So it's no problem. I'm not running a fever or anything, and my arm's a little sore, but that's okay. It's, better than having to deal with the real thing, right? So, anyway, let me double check something here. Find out. Okay, that's on. Okay. For some reason, there we go. Hey, Nancy! I don't know why when I start this video or start this live show, Nancy, for some reason, the comments don't pop up right away. So I have to go back to make sure that the app for that is turned on. And then I go back to the dashboard and then it comes on. Figure that out. Anyway, as you know, Eric and Dawn are basically carbon copies of their dad. They're prolific liars, and I assume he probably coached them, if he knows what that word means. And it's more like the old, I'm sorry, more like the old saying, like father, like sons. And they're not very smart. Okay, you ask them a direct question, it's almost like it goes right over their head. So, I don't know what those guys are on. This week, this ends the 5th week of the fraud trial. And they were discussing, fiduciary, procedures and everything else for accounting. And both the sons were went right over their heads. And they basically lied more than anything. Because they were supposed to be in charge of the Trump organization while their dad was president, supposedly. So I don't know what the deal is. I really don't. Anyway, this is the end of this thing. Well, this next week, Ivanka is supposed to testify, and then sometime in the middle of the week, Trump himself is supposed to testify. Now, they both try to put in motions to avoid testifying or try to dismiss the trial, whatever. It's been denied. It's been consistently denied. And they said, no, this is going to go on, and this is going to go to its completion. Also, Enron was having trouble with Trump's lawyers who kept attacking his law clerk who was sitting next to him because she was passing notes and everything. They go, well, we never seen any law clerk pass notes to a judge and everything else. And Enron was like, you don't pay attention, do you? It happens all the time. This is how we make our decisions. This is how we get things done. And he told the lawyers, you will stop attacking her. And thank you, Nancy. Thank you. So it's Trump on Monday and Ivanka on Wednesday. Okay, thank you very much. Well, I was trying to find information on that, Nancy, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So So thank you. Um, anyway, he told the lawyers if they don't shut up, sit down and shut up and display professional behavior as they're supposed to as attorneys. Right now, the attorneys are like the kids, acting like a bunch of brats. Um, especially this Abba gal. Um, anyway, told him, you keep that up, I will put a gag order on you, as I did on Trump himself, and I will enforce it. In other words, he can throw those lawyers in jail for contempt. And Abba's already in trouble. She's already been sanctioned, I think, a couple of times. So she could lose her license if she keeps this up. So they need to stop attacking the law clerk and just do their job and just shut up. Okay? I'm so sick and tired of them whining and the kids whining and Trump whining and everything else. They're not adults when they act like that. When you're in a courtroom, you remain quiet, and if you're spoken to, you answer back, respectfully and everything else. Like one time I was supposed to be in the jury for a hit and run, okay, or it was a combination robbery, hit and run. And they provided earplugs so I could hear, because the acoustics in that particular courtroom was not very good. You can't really hear the judge very well. It's like it was almost like she's in an enclosed tunnel. You couldn't hear her. And so when she said any questions, and I raised my hand, and she said yes. I said, Your Honor, I cannot hear. I'm hard of hearing, and my hearing aids are not picking up what's being said and what the situation is and everything. And she goes, oh, sure, we'll get earplugs for you so you can hear. Well, I got the earplugs, and all of a sudden the one earplug started going bad. Okay, the battery was going bad. And I was looking at the law clerk, and I said, the battery's going dead. And she goes, oh my. I think we better check all of them. But anyway, I did that, and then they were selecting, and the defense attorney asked me, have you ever been involved in a hit and run or been a victim of a hit and run? And I go, yeah, a couple of times. Haven't been able to catch the guy, though. And also, those that hit us sometimes don't have insurance. So, ultimately, I was dismissed from the jury pool. And so, that, you're respectful, you listen, and you just do your best. But opposite of what Trump and kids and lawyers are doing, they don't know how to behave themselves. And frankly, they should be head slapped for it. Anyway, I'm done for them for this weekend. Let's put it this way. Now, of course, this also on Wednesday, a new House Speaker has been selected. Name is Mike Johnson, and he's more of an evangelical type of person. He's also a lawyer, but he's more into the religious aspect instead of the law aspect. He keeps claiming he does follow the law. I go, well, which one? God's law or a man-made law? Because God did state and did require us, like people, you and me, to follow man-made laws. He said, whatever you guys laws make or create, you have to follow them. Well, many of our laws are based, somewhat based on the Bible, if you really look at it. Like thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill, that type of thing. It's pretty much based on that. But we don't mix religion into courts either. Okay? Now, churches have their own courts per se. Okay? Like the Methodist Church, they have a church court. Catholic Church has a church court based on their religious laws. Okay? I don't know about the Presbyterian. I assume pretty much, I think they do. You have to do pretty bad things in order to get yourself booted from the church, if you remember, okay? But most people, when they're not happy with the church, they resign their membership and leave, okay? They don't create any big messes, if you will. I'm sorry. I took my brace off so my hand could rest. Yeah, well, evangelicals have a tendency to twist things, Nancy. The ultra-right, the ultra-radical evangelicals. And I think the guy needs to reread the Bible. He really does. He should not be bringing religious aspect into the House chambers. You should not be doing that, okay? And you should be told that. And he's gotten in trouble a number of times with his colleagues on that, because not all of them are like him either. I think all the Republicans wanted to do was just to get a speaker in there. How long Mike Johnson is going to last in there, I don't know. He doesn't really have much experience, if you will. Now, another thing is, rumor has it that somehow Speaker Johnson has no checking account and no savings account. Now, how does he collect his paycheck? Because they said by congressional requirement, you have to have auto deposit. You have to have an account set up for auto deposit into a banking account. Unless he's one of those that believe in using the old mattress method, hiding the money in the mattress, or in a safe or whatever. But that's not very smart of him, because not everybody, nowadays, most people use their debit card or checking account or whatever to pay their bills online. Now, I don't know if he pays his bills online or what the deal is. I know it's not my business, but still, it's kind of weird that he doesn't have, it's been said he doesn't have a checking or savings account. Well, how does he support his family? Okay, I think if he doesn't, then he should not be speaker. You want somebody that's upright, ethical. Well, look at Nancy Pelosi, okay? She goes by the law, and she goes by what the people want. She doesn't go by what, the evangelical issues are. Well, right now, the MAGAs, mega rats as I call them, they know they're losing. Because Trump is in deep doo-doo. And now they're looking at maybe more toward Nikki Haley as a presidential nominee and not Trump. A lot of them are breaking away from them. And there's a lot of people that left the GOP. And gone independent, or they're just resigning from the party altogether. Now there is so far 3 people. There's 2 senators that are retiring, and I believe there's 3 representatives that are no longer going to run for re-election. They've been there for a long time, and and this one guy, this one senator, he goes, "This is ridiculous. This is stupid." Now, a lot of the middle of the road, or they call middle of the road Republicans, and the liberal Republicans, they have liberal group too, okay? They don't have the, mega rats as much. They're now breaking away from Tuberville, and they're going around him. And they want to get people promoted ASAP now. Because already one commander in one of the armed forces is in the hospital for heart attack because he was holding down 3 jobs when there should be 2 other people doing those jobs, and he'd be just doing 1. So Tuberville is being stupid, he's being an idiot, and he's being ignorant of how the military works. And frankly, I think he should be removed from all committees, and he should be censored. He should get his head slapped. And, I think many of them, should now start expelling him from Congress because he's endangering the security of the United States. And people say, well, the guy doesn't care. I know he doesn't care. But he doesn't realize that military is doing their job by protecting us and protecting our freedom. Now, a lot of them are saying, the mega rats, oh, well, they don't want the IRS, they don't want this, and they don't want that. I go, well, fine. If you don't want that, go buy an island and move over there and drop your U.S. citizenship. You don't belong here. And also the mega rats have no right to tell women how to take care of their bodies. They're the ones that know. Okay? You don't sit there and dictate to somebody how they take care of their health, let alone a woman. Especially when on having children, or they start having gynecological issues after having children, like I did. I don't know where these guys get their information. I really don't. So anyway, how are you guys doing weather-wise, Nancy and Dorothy? I only see 1 viewer on, so I don't know what the count is. But I will be doing my, check my time. I will be posting this video on my YouTube channel. Now there's the more brighter and lighter things. Oh, it's cooler? Well, up here, guys, it's 55 degrees. We're supposed to get rain this weekend, which is starting tonight. We're supposed to go into our 2nd round of the atmospheric river that's hitting. Which means in your neck of the woods, you're probably going to get some snow. So it depends on how the system goes and how far the jet stream shifts and everything. If you remember your science, remember, basic weather watching and everything. Anyway, today I have reopened my ginger store and more. Nancy, I'm back in business. I'm trying to work some issues with it. Lately, this past week, a lot of these store owners could not get into their stores to do work on it because they were having system issues, and they just got resolved today. So Ginger Store More is open. There is some products in there. I'm going to try and see if I could get the products imported in there and get things kind of rebooted, if you will. Okay, I'm going to start working on that. Now, my Ginger's Headline store is up and running. Well, it's up, but it's not quite running yet. I'm still trying to load products onto it. This is more of smaller stuff. This is more like your journals, coffee cups, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I changed on-demand print companies. I switched to Shine On because they're cheaper than Printify and Printful. So, also I'm also putting in the gift cards too for both stores. For some reason, I told Shopify I was having trouble with the gift card thing because I keep getting rejected for it, and they think they got it fixed. Now, Shopify is now using AI in some of their setup in their products, and they're using ChatGPT on that. So they're trying to get some corrections made and make things easier for the shop owners. So I'm very happy with my store. It really kind of bugged me when I shut it down last month. I go, you know what? I worked hard getting it set up. I'll see if I can try to get that store to work and do changes on it and redo things on it. Now I'm going to try with the Ginger Store more. It's designed by Design Slick, the storefront. Well, I don't really like it that well because it's not that user-friendly. So I'm going to talk to Shopify and see if there's any way I could go back to a free thing with it and make it work, copy and paste. Okay, I prefer using copy and paste than I do the Metafields or whatever that they use. And my computer doesn't always cooperate that way. It doesn't like it. That's what it is. So, anyway, that's good news there. And on my headline store, I will have products with my name of my chat show and the name of my headline store and some of my Ginger Store and more on there. So I'll be designing those products for that. So I'm glad that makes you happy, Nancy. Also, they did some changes on ShopPay too. Shopify has dropped PayPal because PayPal's antics, if you will, and I dropped PayPal altogether. So you could use GPay. Did you pay? Yeah, GPay, and you can use Amazon Pay, I think. I would have to double check that. But you can use GPay, which is much better. It works much better to pay for your items. And I have my Shopify balance set up for both stores. So it's going to be easier, much easier. Let's see, anything else? With the weather changing again, I'm trying to get my voice to work. Let's see, anything else? Nope, I think that's it. Let me check my calendar. Where's my calendar? Hold on a second. Let me call up my Gmail calendar. Let's see. Okay, as usual, I'll have to fix my calendar on this. I will see you guys on Monday, usual time, 1 o'clock. And be sure, remember this coming Sunday, be sure to fall back. We go to standard time. So be sure to fall back. I wish Congress just get busy, the House get busy, and make daylight time permanent instead of us having to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So have a wonderful weekend. Be sure to insist, persist, and share. And thank you for watching. I will post this on my YouTube channel, and I'll get to work on my stores. And I'll catch you guys on Monday. And I'll probably see you on John's show too. So if you're there. I haven't been able to do it on Tuesdays because I have my Bible study on Tuesday. So anyway, take care. I love you and stay safe, okay? Bye-bye. And thank you.